They call me Mad Jack. And if there's anybody in these mountains that knows the real story of James Adams, that'd be me. So I'm putting it down in writing just the way it happened in hopes of setting the record straight. Now, my friend Adams was accused of a crime he didn't commit. So he escaped into the mountains, leaving behind the only life that he ever knew. Now, that wilderness out there ain't no place for a greenhorn, and his chances of surviving were mighty slim. Weren't no time at all before he was beaten down, ragged, and nearly starved. Long about then, he come upon a grizzly bear cub, all alone and helpless. Now, Adams knew that little critter couldn't survive without his help, so he started right down that cliff, risking his own life to save it. Now, that cub took to Adams right off. And that was when he discovered he had a special kind of way with animals. They just come right up to him like he was a natural part of the wilderness. But that bear cub, he was extra special. As he growed, he became the best friend Adams ever had, and together they became a legend.
Maybe there's a world where we don't have to run. Maybe there's a time we'll call our own, living free in harmony and majesty. Take me home, take me home, take me home, take me home.
When winter comes to the mountains, it can be the prettiest thing you ever seen. Or it can be a downright bitter cold experience that you'd just as soon forget. For some critters, it's pretty hard times. And the young'uns, who never seen snow before, just don't know what to make of it. Other critters find out that white stuff makes it kind of hard to catch food. I mean, after all, if you can't see it, how you going to catch it?
As our snowy blanket lies, playful sound will start to rise. A frozen palace we will make with each and every icy flake. We'll build a castle to the sky. The wind will sing a lullaby until the time we fall asleep and wake up with a dream to keep.
Jack Nabbit number 7, try to keep up. I personally know a 120-year-old turtle that's faster than you are.
Whew. Let's rest a spell. Well, I imagine Adams is wondering what happened to us. Sure looking forward to our annual celebrating feast. Yes, sir. Lots of good victuals. Adams and Tacoma, Ben, all hankering to hear me spin a yarn or two. Well, they like it even if you don't. Fire going in the fireplace. Me getting the chill out of these old bones of mine. Sure hope Adams put in a good supply of kindling. I don't want to have to cut it myself.
Ben, you're sitting right where I'm gonna fall this tree. You better get around to the other side here. Well, come on. Well, don't act like you know better than me where this tree's gonna fall. If you don't come around to this side, you're gonna be smashed flatter in the rug. I mean it. Get your nose out of there. At least give me the credit of knowing how to chop down a tree. Well, Well, next time I'll listen to you. Well, you don't have to rub it in. I can't understand what's keeping Jack in the coma. Ain't like him to be this late. We'll give him a little bit longer.
Well, Nakoma was having his own problems getting to Adams' place. Snow in the mountains sometimes can be blowed belly high to a tall horse.
I know you love it out here, Ben, but this ain't no place to be. Not with the storm blowing in like this. Look at those clouds banging into one another. Come on inside. I'll light us a fire. Come on in here, Ben. Use a little help getting ready for the feast. Better shut that door. Can't heat up the whole mountain. Wonder what's keeping Jack in the coma. It shouldn't be this late.
Just keep up with me. Dang you, number 7. You got all the worst features of my other 6 burros all rolled into one. Having you for a companion is worse than being married. All the pain and misery without the redeeming graces of a home-cooked meal once in a while and a pretty face. Let's rest a spell. Here we go. Not much further.
Look at the size of these sweet potatoes, Ben. Jack's favorite. He's gonna love having these. They're gonna add a lot of spice and flavor to that stew. You know, Ben, I think this is gonna be the best holiday we've ever had. It's a good idea Jack had, celebrating every year this time. You know, we got a lot to be thankful for, Ben. We've got a good life.
Oh, Adam. Oh, hello, Ben.
It's good to see you. You're late.
Well, contrariness of the weather, number 7 being so stubborn, I'm lucky to be here at all. There, let's see what we got here. Ben, you know what this is? This here's flour. And with that secret recipe of mine, old Mad Jack's gonna make you one of the most mouth-watering, delicious pies you ever had. So I says to this feller, I've been walking these mountains, man and boy, for nigh on to, well, for quite a while, and I ain't never seen no buffler that could climb a tree. However, there was a time down in the Oklahoma Territory when all the ranchers was wondering what was spooking their herds.
I wonder what happened in Nakoma.
I don't know. Maybe he forgot this is our annual celebration day.
You know better than that. Nakoma don't forget. And it ain't like him to ever be late. I sure wish he'd get here before that next storm hits.
Me too. I need them hickory nuts to top off my pie. And he's gonna bring the berries, Ben. Yes, sir. Here, you want a little piece of dough? Not now, number 7, I'm busy.
That ain't 7. Close the door, Jack. That can all wait now. Just ease. Ease.
Get out of the way. She's trying to tell us something.
Talitha.
Now, wait a minute. Woman. Now, wait a minute.
Easy, Jack.
That guy on me, Jack. Now, you just hush up. I know what I'm doing. Daku, Daku. You don't know this dialect, and I do.
Hemia. Nitechua.
Her name is Nitechua.
Michukshi Talitha. Ayotaka. Bahasaba. Yanuna. Matowaka. Unishnidia.
They're riding in the hills.
Chukaka. Iayo. Talitha Iayo.
horses and her granddaughter. They both ran away. Something scared him.
Hemia. Inakania. There. Nakoma. Tokiaya.
She came here to get Nakoma to help her.
Mohawk.
Moloch?
Who?
Moloch?
Who's Moloch?
I thought he was dead. Well, according to the Indian legends, he's a spirit. Monster ghost, they call him, that haunts this region. My opinion is that he's just the biggest gall-darn grizzly bear to ever walk on the face of this earth.
That's just a legend. You don't believe that, do you?
Of course I believe it. I tell you, I seen these tracks. They was 18 inches long.
Sure they were.
Now, Adams, this is no tall tale, I'm telling you. He's real. He's as real as you or me. And what's more, he's mean. I mean, he's worse than mean. He's evil.
I think I know Talitha. She's a little girl only around 10 years old. She's been out all night.
Talitha. Talitha.
Yeah.
Got the devil's own time trying to find her before that storm sets in.
That is if the devil himself hasn't found her first.
You coming, Ben?
Now, hold on, Adams. You can't just...
You coming?
Well, sure I am, but just listen a minute.
Well, on second thought, you stay here and take care of Natechwan and wait for Nakoma.
Adams, take this.
I won't need it. I'll have Ben with me. I just want to reach Talitha in time.
Now, I know you got away with critters, but Moloch's no ordinary critter. Now, take it.
Maybe I got away with ghosts, too. Come on, Ben.
Dumb greenhorn. Now, to a weathered old mountain man like me, the winter can be a mighty rough time, but to a little girl, it can be a downright fearsome thing.
These aren't any ghost bear prints, Ben. This looks like one of Jack's stories with a little meat to it. Those prints are Natechwan's horse. Look, Ben. Those are Talitha's pony prints. That bear was just sitting up yonder waiting for him. And down he came on him. Talitha! Talitha! That bear was chasing that pony. I'm afraid Talitha was on him. Come on, Ben.
Here you go. Now, you just get some of old Jack's bean soup in the end. You'll be frisking around here in no time. Here you go. See there, you're getting the color back into your cheeks already. Here, you can do this. Go on. That's right. Want me to blow it for you? Huh. Say, did I ever tell you about the time I was down in the Oklahoma Territory? I'll tell you something. These ranchers was all wondering what it was that was a spook in their cattle, see? Now, a lot of them thought it was a big animal like a panther that lived up in the trees and bellered smoke when it... Yes. But I didn't figure that. I figured that probably had to be something else. So you know what I did? I went out on the other side of the herd, and I set up a watch. And I waited out there. I was out there, 6, 7 hours. And along about midnight, I heard this caterwauler.
I looked. I waited. After a while, up there in that tree, I was watching. The clouds cleared away from the moon. And there...
Nakoma, Talitha, Dokashni, Moloch.
Moloch? Yeah. But Adam's gone out to get the little girl. They'll be back pretty soon. Don't you worry none about it.
You don't never think about how really big the wilderness is till you get out in it looking for something. That young girl was nowhere near Adams, but of course he didn't know that. Most critters could sense a storm a-coming, and they was already headed for cover. They know better than to get caught out in a northerner with no protection against the bitter cold. Why, the wind could get to whipping so's it felt like knives cutting your skin. Adams trailed that young girl's pony right up to the edge of the cliff. But there weren't no sign that either one of them had gone over. Then he seen them giant bear tracks again, still clear and fresh in the snow, so he followed after 'em, not really knowing what he'd find. About that time, the storm come up, and there ain't no judging a mountain blizzard. It'll throw wind and cold and lightning and thunder at you all at the same time. Talitha! Tell you, them people down in the Oklahoma Territory ain't gonna forget old man Jack very soon. You know something? Those... Why don't you just sit down and have a little something to tide you over till Adams and the girl get back? You walking back and forth there wearing a trench in the floor ain't gonna get them back any sooner. Now just sit down here. Here you go. This'll do you till Adams gets back and we can get at them birds. Looking kind of bad over yonder. Them clouds is rolling heavy. Well, I'm not worried. I'm just getting the kinks out.
Talitha. Talitha.
Tiseli saa velak. Awalabik. No use telling you how dumb it is to go out there in that weather, is there? Biwajisak. Come on, the week. Well, Adams will be back with the girl if you just wait a while. Hold up a minute, Tacoma. I'll go with you. Watch after the old lady, he says. Why couldn't he have good sense like me?
They just stop. Moloch's tracks just stop. They don't go anywhere, Ben. Like he just disappeared. I'm sure there's
got to be an explanation for it. I know there's an explanation for it. There's just got to be, huh, Ben? Yeah. Well, we ain't got time to be worrying about this. Them clouds are getting black and meaner by the minute. We're gonna split up here, all right? I want you to go off that way, and I'm gonna go straight ahead. I'll be all right without you. You be careful, too. If you find anything, you come back double quick, you hear? Tracks just don't stop. Not like that. And giant bears just don't disappear. Well, maybe he's halfway to St. Louis by now.
What Adams didn't realize was how close St. Louis was at that very moment. Tacoma was making his way through that deep snow trying to pick up Adams' trail. Weren't that easy since the blizzard had laid down a whole new blanket of white. Adams, meantime, was searching hard to find any sign of the little Indian girl, Talitha. Not having a whole lot of luck, but that giant bear Moloch, he was a natural-born tracker.
Talitha? Ben? I thought I saw something. I'll sure feel a lot better when Talitha's back at the cabin. Listening to those old stories of Jack's again.
Tacoma saw something moving in the woods. He figured it might be Moloch. About that time, I'd have been headed off in the other direction, but not Tacoma. His curiosity seemed to overcome his good sense. It was Talitha's pony. There was scratches and claw marks on its flanks. The pony had managed to get away from that bear, and Tacoma just hoped the little girl had been able to escape too. There was nothing to show whether she had or hadn't.
Pagig, tabiaka.
The only thing Tacoma could do was to just keep on looking. Sooner or later, he knew he'd have to cross trails with either Adams or Talitha or Moloch. Talitha could hear Adams calling to her, but she just didn't have the strength to answer. was getting harder for Nakoma to find any trail signs in the snow. That mountain storm was the worst of its kind. Lightning and thunder mixed with snow always is. Nakoma weren't dead, but he sure felt like it. That horse of his lit out across the hills and just kept on a-going, leaving him afoot. I bet about that time Nakoma was wishing he'd stayed back at the cabin with me.
Ben? Did you find something? What is it? Good, Ben. Good. This is Talitha's legging. She had to pass through here. Come on. See anything, Ben? Good, Ben, good. She's just about frozen, Ben. We gotta build a fire for her. Get some heat back into her. Get her blood moving again. It'd sure help if these twigs were dry, Ben. Ben? I want you to go to the cabin and get Jack. Get Jack in number 7 and tell him we need some help. Tell him to get back here.
Here we go. I told you you get some of old Mad Jack's stew in your innards. You'll be feeling fine in no time. Here you are, number 7. A little more for you. Did I ever tell you the story about when I was down in the Oklahoma Territory?
Oh.
I told you that story, huh? Well, now, don't you be giving me none of your sass. You know, you could be waiting out there in that storm. Does seem to be letting up a bit. Do you suppose you'd be all right here by yourself for a little while?
Oh. Gonna.
Good. It ain't like Adams and Nakoma to be gone this long. So I went out after that greenhorn. Only I took my rifle with me. I may be crazy, but I sure ain't stupid.
If I can just get her warm. I told you to go get Jack!
Adams had himself a pack of trouble. And Nakoma, he wasn't being much help either, although not for the lack of trying. But without a horse and on foot, there wasn't a whole lot he could do. Now me, being a seasoned mountain man and all, I was doing just fine. Well, I did have some problems. Now, I don't think Ben quite understood how serious the situation really was. Of course, even I couldn't pass up a good back scratching on a rough tree, and when you got friends around and plenty of snow to drop in, well, I guess I couldn't blame it.
As long as we got that fire going. That's gotta be the biggest grizzly I've ever seen. I sure hope Ben understood what I was saying to him. He's gotta find Jack and Nakoma before we run out of dry kindling.
Nakoma was following along the river looking for tracks, hoping to find his horse. Now, it ain't like Nakoma to be jumpy out in the wilds, but when he heard another sound from back in the brush, he grabbed his knife, sure that Moloch was a-coming for him. Well, it was a bear, all right, but it was one he knew. It was Ben. You got your cabin. That's Moloch. You better make your first shot good, 'cause there ain't gonna be two. That was Nakoma's horse. Well, looks like I'm a one-man search party. First Talitha. Greenhorn's probably got himself lost. Now, it looks like Nakoma could use some help. I'll backtrack his horse.
Nakoma! Jack! Jack!
Nakoma! You still in one piece? That's some storm to get caught in.
Come on, Irima.
What you doing here, Ben? You seen Adams?
Talitha?
No, I ain't seen her. Let's hope she's with Adams somewhere holed up, and that the storm drove Moloch off. Looks like Ben came from that away. I'll backtrack him and find Adams. I better get on it while the tracks are still there. Now, you just stay here and rest. I can travel faster without you. Now, wait a minute. Sometimes I think you've been around Adams too long. You're getting to be as stubborn as he is.
Don't give it much of a chance. Come on, let's go down a little bit. Easy. Okay. It's okay. Fire's still going and he ain't partial to him. It's all right. he's gonna get fed up and go away. Don't worry. When he does, I'm gonna pick you up, and I'm gonna carry you home, and I'm gonna get you some nice hot food. Okay? It's okay. Come on, fire, please.
Up on that ridge somewhere. We started up the side of that cliff, and I had an uneasy feeling that we was getting into something more than we expected. It's hard enough to climb up a sheer face of rock when there ain't no snow, but when there is, well, you gotta be a mountain goat. Every inch of the way was like trying to climb up an icicle, slipping backwards more than you're going forwards. When the coma started to fall, I reached back to help him. My first mistake was handing him the wrong end of the gun. If it had gone off, I'd have been finished. My second mistake was letting go the other end. Here, take my hand. That's it. Grab onto something. Take it slow. That's it. Now you got it. There you go. I see, Adams. Don't move a muscle. Stay right where you are.
It's good to see you, Jack. What brings you this way?
Oh, I enjoy sloshing around through a blizzard, climbing a mile-high cliff, and then discovering the biggest monster I ever seen in my life. Yeah, especially on the day we're supposed to be having our celebration.
Don't you call this a celebration?
So that's Talitha. How is she?
Might frozen. She's been out here a long time. Might be a bit scared, too, I reckon.
Sure wished I hadn't lost my rifle.
It's only one thing to do, Jack. I gotta lead him out of here. Then you can get Talitha.
You're loco, Adams.
I ain't loco. He'll follow me. He's been following me most of the day.
Don't try it.
Jack, please yell at him, will ya?
Moloch! Moloch! Here, Moloch!
Ah! Ah!
Now's your chance. Run, Adams! Moloch! Ha! Ha! Move, Jack! Get Talitha! Ha! Ha! Go help Adam. Come on, Talitha, I got you.
a two-ton grizzly. Get off!
When Moloch and Adams went over that ledge, I knowed they was both goners for sure. But as usual, the greenhorn Adams latched onto another piece of good luck, and a sizable chunk of rock.
そうか、足したいで。あ。It's too bad about Moloch. I wish he could have gotten away with it. How'd that happen?
Yeah. Woo-wee. That canyon's so deep that Moloch is still going. Be careful you don't fall in there, Ed. Well, that's the entertainment part of our yearly celebration. Now let's go home and eat.
You want to know something, Adam? This bear sitting right here is smarter than you are.
Did you hear that, Ben? You're smarter than me. That's high praise come from a man that knows.
Well, he wouldn't have gone out after Moloch with no rifle.
I told you I wasn't looking for Moloch. I went looking for Talitha.
I hope you learned your lesson. That was just plumb foolish. You could have saved yourself a pack of trouble if you'd have just taken the rifle.
Well, I ain't got no ill feelings towards that bear. Something had to make him awful mean. He's just acting his natural way.
Well, that would have been a lot of comfort while he's chewing you up like a piece of jerky. I tell you, it's a miracle. Just a pure D miracle that he went over that ledge like he did.
Hell, in the long run, nature's always got a way of evening things out.
Well, there was some justice in the way it turned out. Could be you're right. Talitha, could I have just a smidgen more? Talitha, that there is a dab. A smidgen is about 2 of them. That does it. Thank you. You being the greenhorn and all, I suppose you think this is a big storm we just had.
That's the biggest I've ever seen.
That was a baby, a cub. I tell you, I saw the granddaddy of all storms. Why, one time, me and my partner, old,
This ain't one of your long stories, is it?
well, it does go on for a spell. But it's interesting, though. Well, sir, there we was, running the whole live long. Well, dang you, Ben.
Well, you just said he was smart.
Well, he is smart. You don't have no manners. Listen, I got stories that last us all winter long.
I was afraid of that.
No, these are like the time I wrestled a tornado. You know that? Now, let's see, where was I? Oh, so for the whole live long day, me and Sam kept a running south with that tornado nipping right at our heels and freezing everything in sight instantly. Why, it even froze birds.
Deep inside the forest is a door into another land. Here is our life and home. We are staying here forever in the beauty of this place all alone. But keep on hoping, maybe there's a world where we don't have to run. Maybe there's a time